Hi, so today is lesson 21, and we actually have a little bit of a shorter lesson today. Again, we don't have any teacher duets. We're starting here on page 148, and we'll go through page 153. And we only have a couple new things to learn, and so we're going to just dive right in today. We're going to talk about accidentals. So we've been talking about sharps and flats already, and sometimes those can be in our key signatures. Like if you play in the key of G, you'll automatically have some sharps here that tell you that there's sharps all the way through. But what accidentals are sharps and flats that are not within the key, and so they just toss them in there. So like here's a D sharp in our upbeat, and here's another one. Again, they do end at the measure. So if I were to have a D again here, it would be natural. But sometimes within a measure, they need to go natural again. So, and I'm looking, I don't see any examples in this song of a natural. But a natural sign looks like this. So here's my sharp, here's my flat, and if it needs to go back to normal before the measure hits, then they're going to use this natural sign. Okay? So looking down here at my song, they're going to go ahead and ask you to write in the chords that you see, or the pieces of chords that you see. So if I were to look at this, then just the C and the G, okay, if I were to extend that chord down to the bottom to that root, it would be my first chord. So I'm going to have you go ahead and write those in. This is a first, okay. If you don't have a pencil, go grab one really fast, but we'll go through this really quick together. So write this in. What do you think it is? It's a fourth. What's this again? First, 5, 7, first. Okay, and that's all you really have to write in. So just be looking for those. And you have some fingering stuff. They're gonna have you go 1, 2, cross under back to your 1, okay, and then you're gonna stretch up to your 5 up to this C. So this is the Entertainer. This is a fun song, and this is one that you can play for people. So if you would like to, here we have like a bunch of fingering again and some accidentals, okay? So just make sure you're watching those. Da 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 da. Okay. And then a little bit of crossing under and some accents that you'll hit, some staccatos. You're in forte, and here at the end, this is a C on the top and an E, C on the bottom. Okay, and you just hit that bump. Here's another accidental. These flats here are called accidentals. Okay, so we'll get through those. I'm going to give you the example of this, and we'll see how it goes. So we're starting in 4/4 timing, but we have 2 counts. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Practice that one. That's gonna take a lot of work. So get that practiced up. The next page for our lesson, we just have this one more song to do, and then kind of some theory stuff. So we're looking at this Home on the Range. Now, this is what I kind of alluded to last lesson. There are these songs that you have the melody line written in, and then all you have are the chords here on the top. So that's how we're gonna play this song. You're gonna do "Oh Give," and you're gonna play the C chord with that, just kind of like our ear training that we've been doing, C chord. Okay, you'll do the F chord, but you'll just do the F inverted, so it's just the fourth chord again. Okay, so here it's telling you it's the F chord with the C on the bottom. Okay, it's just an inverted F or a fourth. And then the G7, okay, is gonna be through here too. Now when it says still G7, you can either just hold it or you can play that again, whatever it sounds better to you. So we've got a little bit of pedaling through here too, if you'll notice our pedaling on the bottom, on and off. We have a little crossing over with our hands. And our dynamics are mostly just mezzo forte and forte, mezzo forte. So you build just a little bit into here, but that's about it. So, okay, I'm gonna give an example. So my right hand is gonna start here on the G, my left hand is on the C chord. So this is 3/4 timing, so we'll count 1, 2, and this is on our upbeat, so it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hopefully that all made sense to you. And just work really hard at it. It's a lot of what we've done in our ear training. So the last thing for this lesson, we'll pull that back a little bit. We're gonna do just some chord work here in this. What we have is we've got like our fourth chord, then we've got our C suspended fourth chord. If you remember that, they just toss in that fourth interval into a C chord, and then a G7, and then a C. Okay, I'm going to talk through this one really quick because this is something that you can do on your own, and then I'll give you an example of the other one. Okay, this page took me a minute to figure it out. So here I have my pattern, right? And I'm trying to match that with something down here. So if I'm looking for a first, a fourth, a first, a 5/7, and a first, which one of these would that be? Okay, and that is going to be, here's one, first, fourth, first, 5/7, first. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my lines to whichever pattern this matches up to. And then on the top of these, I'm gonna write in my chords. C, G7, C, C, F, C, G7, C, C, F, C, C suspended fourth, C. Okay, and I'm gonna go through just like that, okay? And move right along. Okay, so now I'll give you the example of this song right here. So it's gonna start with my F chord, that's inverted. We're going to just move right up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back down. 1, 2, 3, left, and then C, suspended fourth. Okay, and then G7, just moving up and down the keyboard, and then C. Okay, and you can tell my children are awake, so we're gonna stop there. So for our extra work today, we are just doing our F scale with our hands together this time, 4 octaves with a beat. So I'll try to give you an example of this. I am still practicing my scales again. It's like one of those things, if you don't use it, you lose it. So here we go. I'll try to give you a good example. Fumble in there, but that's okay. All right, and then this next thing that we're gonna do a review of our chord progressions, starting with C. So I'm gonna do our C, move to G, add in 1 sharp. This is my F sharp here on the C, or the 5/7. Okay, sorry, F sharp, 5/7. Okay, then I'm gonna move to D with the 2 sharps. With my 2 sharps are C and F. Okay. Then to A, 3 sharps. We're adding in that G sharp in there. Okay. Then B with 4 sharps. You're gonna have a D sharp added in there. So D sharp, F sharp. G sharp, A sharp, okay, and then our F sharp, we're gonna have all 5 of these, okay, plus a E sharp, I believe, in there too. So here's my E sharp. So 6. I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing one? I might have to go back and look. Okay, anyways. And then we're gonna put our F chord in there with the B flat. So here we are starting on our flats. Okay, and the last thing that we're gonna do is continue with our Star Wars theme. We're going to go ahead and transpose that to the key of G. Okay, so you hit that low D. And my F sharp there on the bottom in my 7th chord. Then I actually came up with something that sounds a little better to do here than just the chord. I'm going to play the same thing with my right and my left. So E flat, B flat. Okay, so I'll do that one more time. Lock it down. Whoops. And then you can start back at the beginning. not know how that ends. Maybe you do. Okay. All right. Enough of that ridiculousness. Hopefully that is not giving you just a really hard time. Just play as much as you want for fun here with these extra things. I do really hope that you're doing the scales and the chords, just because that is really great for your music learning. But anyways, I hope you have a great week. Let me know if there's anything in these lessons that can be improved, and also start thinking about whether or not you would like to continue. If you would like to continue, please let me know, and I will get started on that there's a second book of the adult piano adventures, so just let me know. Thanks.